This is the place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that great big subscribe button right here, right now. And please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now, post a new video. So, yes, when a guy unexpectedly turns up in your life, when a guy unexpectedly turns back up in your life. So what am I talking about? So, a short while ago, I realized I had a message in my Gmail, which is the one that's connected to this channel. And it was from the guy who I kissed back in May, the 21-year-old Indian guy, the one who just wanted to continue to see me, to hook up with me for kissing. And I said, that's not what I want. And I'm not having a guy come back to my flat, which is quite right. You know, no woman of any sexual orientation, usually if she's like respecting herself and, you know, looking after her safety, would want a guy to come back to her flat. It's, you know, particularly one she barely knows. It's not a good idea, right? It's particularly a heterosexual guy, highly heterosexual guy, yeah? So anyway, this guy, who's a 21-year-old Indian guy, he shows back up in my inbox, right? I have blocked this guy on my phone. I've blocked him on Facebook. And I once opened my phone up again to him to actually talk to him because I thought he cared about me. But then he wasn't interested in any of my business, as he put it. All he was interested in is meeting up for kissing, basically a kissing hookup again. So I kissed him back in May, and I told him that it'd probably be too upsetting for me to stay friends with him, so I'd likely have to not be friends with him on Facebook anymore, and it was too upsetting trying to be just friends with him. So I had to let him go. So I blocked him from the Facebook. Obviously, I told you I told him that it was most likely going to happen. So I blocked him there. And yeah, he was showing up on my business page for this channel, like my Asexualise business page. I got a message from him saying he couldn't stop thinking about our kiss and that he saw the video on my channel and it brought tears to his eyes because, you know, I said it was one of the best times in my life, or the greatest times in my life, which it was when I was doing that. And I thought with him bringing tears to his eyes that he must actually be an emotional guy and have some feelings and care. Because otherwise I don't think people would be, or a guy would be acting like that. Like most guys don't get tearful over stuff like that. If it's just a kiss, it would be like, it was great kissing and that's it. They wouldn't have gone on my channel and had tears brought to their eyes and had it mean so much to them. And then he said, oh, you'll always be my kissing soulmate, which is nice, but it's really upsetting at the same time. And he's never going to forget me because I am his first proper kiss. And that kiss is very precious. It's something you remember for the rest of your life. And so anyway, I did reply to it on my phone, but he just didn't even bother to open my messages for like a week on my phone. I sent loads of messages. So he could have like responded to my messages, actually had a proper conversation, tried to sort anything out. But no, he decided to ignore my messages for a week, which was really bad and disgusting. Yeah, he had studying stuff for his exams, but at the end of the day, if you like someone and if you're respectful, you open their message, you don't leave them for a whole week. And it doesn't take long to read messages anyway. So anyway, it's weird because even though I gave him a chance to answer my messages on my phone because I hadn't blocked him at that time, but then you know, anyway, to cut a long story short, he then messaged me again and then saying, hope you're well. And that's when I unblocked him. And yeah, I thought he genuinely might care. And then he's like, oh, I'm messaging you again because I care. Like, but then during the conversation, not that he really gave me much conversation because he seems to be avoiding his emotion, avoiding a proper conversation with me, which is not good. An avoidant guy is not good. It means he's got avoidant attachment style issues, and he needs to get it sorted out, because it's going to affect him for the rest of his life anyway, with his other relationships with his future girl or whatever, if he doesn't get it sorted. But never mind. You know, and anyway, so, you know, so anyway, I thought he cared, and he's like, oh no, and he goes, oh, I don't want to stress you out. You know, it's not my business what you get up to in your life. And I'm like, okay, so basically you just wanted to meet up for a kissing. And then he's like, and then I'm like, well, that's not happening, basically. And he's like, oh, right, okay then. And that was it. So I thought, clearly that's the end of that, because I've told him I'm not doing a kissing hookup. He's basically said that that's all he's interested in. And he said he doesn't want to stress me out. So therefore, basically, that's the end of it. So if he doesn't want to stress me out, then why is he coming back into my life again, emailing me, telling me that he's been watching every video on my channel? Like, if you don't give a shite about someone, why watch every video on someone's channel? That's what he says. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But he has seen my detox app video, because he specifically mentioned that. So he sent me this email, just really basic as usual, casual as usual, which is so annoying. It's like, if you've been intimate with someone, kissing them, and then they act all casual, it's like, why? You're just acting, mate. What's the freaking point? Why not just be an actual heart and human being? So anyway, he wrote in the email, basically been watching every video on my channel, and that he hopes I'm well. It's like, well, you know how I am, because you've been watching every video on my channel. And he said, I hope the dating, you know, the detox from the dating app works for you, works for you, or something like that. But it's like really upsetting, because I clearly do have things for this guy, and I didn't even realise how much. So I just end up getting floods of tears when I read that, because, you know, like, to go from being really intimate and then just acting really casual, and the way he left the last message about, I don't want to stress you out, you know, it's like that was the end of it. I mean, I did actually see his messages through my business page crop up, like, in the last 48 hours before he got in touch with me again, which is really weird. And I was like looking at him thinking, like, why, if you don't give a shit about me, did you have tears brought to your eyes when you're watching my own videos? Anyway, it's really upsetting, because, you know, like, I like Indian guys. My dream is to be with an Indian guy. And that has been my favourite kiss so far. And, you know, so I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to reply to this email in a long form, or just ignore it, or just say a few words back, or, you know, yeah, I didn't know what to do. But I thought, well, I'm really, really upset. I'm really crying, and I feel like I'm grieving now, and this is not good. And I thought, you just gotta write everything you need to write out in an email to him, because it seems to me that he likes me. On one hand, it seems to me that he really likes me and has got feelings for me, that he can't stop thinking about me, he can't give me up completely, and that he has avoidant issues and trying to ignore and avoid his emotions. And it's like, clearly you like an older girl, older woman, if you want to call it, and, you know, you just can't tell your family and friends about it, which is ridiculous. You know, I wrote in this long email saying I wished he was that and the other. Obviously, you can't make someone then be that someone they're not, you know, but I just, if he does like me much, much more than he's letting on, then I just wish he would tell his parents and his family and friends, like, I like this older girl, her name's Sandra, she's asexual, and she's really nice and kind and caring and honest girl, and I want to be in a relationship with her, or at least date her, and with the potential to be in a relationship, and for him to actually introduce me to his parents, and for him to kiss me in public and hold my hand and not give a shit what people think, and you know, and come on this channel and all sorts. That's kind of like where my mind goes. So I just decided to spill all that out, you know, which probably won't ever happen because I wouldn't feel like I could trust him anyway now. I mean, when I very first met him, he was really nice. Like he would, I was really upset over another Indian guy at the time, and he was like really kind and caring about that, and he seemed to really care about the fact I was upset and didn't want to see me upset. So if he doesn't want to see me upset, then why does he keep contacting me? You know, either he wants to be with me in a relationship or he doesn't. If he doesn't, I've told him. I presume it's because I said that, you know, I'm having time out of the dating app and I literally, you know, don't have anyone to kiss at the moment. And then he thought it's his chance to remind me that he's there in case I want to hook up for kissing. But I want to, that, when I was kissing him, I honestly wanted to be with a guy like that who loves me, who I could actually, you know, stroke his hair and say I love you, and him say that to me and mean it. And you know, God, so upsetting. And so it's really difficult. I didn't realise I had all these feelings for him. Like, I didn't know where that came from. But that's the problem, you know. If you do get to know someone a bit before and then you end up kissing them, it's different. It's different than kissing guys in clubs, because kissing guys in clubs, I don't usually get attached to these days. I don't find out much about them. I don't talk to them much. I think that's probably what he's doing. He's probably trying to have a casual conversation with me to still stay connected with me, but so he doesn't get attached to me. But if he's been busy, like this is July now, it was 2 months ago since I kissed him, you know? And it's like, because it was May. And it's like, well, it's been 2 months and you're still thinking about me. You're purposely watching my videos. You know, you're still wanting contact with me. What's going on? But, you know, some guys do get horny and they just want kissing and sexual stuff. And that's the only reason they contact you, really. Is because they just want that. But I just a good guy for me. I don't want to be used by any guy. I said to him in the email, have you got no heart? Have you got no emotions, you know? I couldn't be like him. I couldn't, like, just go after someone for kissing and to hook up, you know? Like, the guys that kissed in clubs in the past, if I used to have any feelings, I used to actually want to pursue a relationship. The only reason I don't anymore is because I know they're not interested in a relationship. They just want kissing or sex. And, you know, once you say no to that, basically, you know, and that you won't see them again, that's it. Unless you happen to see them in the club again, that's it. It's the end of the story, you know. But it's really not fair. If a guy don't give a shit about me, why even bother to keep in contact? But it's all really casual small talk, like, hey, how are you, like nothing's happened. And that, in a way, is disrespectful because it's disrespecting my feelings and emotions. It's like basically saying I'm going to ignore your feelings and emotions, but just ask generic questions like, hope you're doing well. It's just like you do to a mate down the pub that you haven't seen in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months or whatever. Hey, how are you doing? You know what I mean? It's not very caring or considerate or kind, really. It's just like small talk, you know? I deserve a really good guy. I really hope in years to come I meet a really nice Indian guy and he'll just put all these other Indian guys to shame, and it'll be like, I'm so glad I didn't get with any of these Indian guys, even this 21-year-old to stay with forever, because clearly he can't even treat me right. God knows what's going to happen with him and women in the future if he treats me like this. How's he going to treat other women? You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's a real shame because he could be a completely different person. But yeah, there you go. This is what we do, don't we? We project what we wish these people to be rather than what they are. But when I first met him, he seemed actually to care, but maybe he was just always caring about going after me for kissing. I don't know. You know, and it's like, I can't be doing that, you know. I want love. I want true love, you know. And it's just gonna hurt me. Like if I met up with him, I just get more and more attached to him. It's not good, and he just wants to do that until he gets a girlfriend. I just don't think that's nice. I don't know how he can be like that. You know, I couldn't be like that. I'm thinking, do you have no shame? Are you not sorry for trying to use me? But clearly not. He seems to think that's fine. So yeah, it's just really awkward, when someone comes back into your life, and they usually come back into your life for a number of reasons. One is because they're horny and they just really want to snog, like he wants to really snog me. Two is like because they need their ego stroked, because maybe they're feeling really down about themselves or whatever. This is scenarios for why anyone gets back in contact with you. Relationship wise, or potential relationship wise, or romance wise. Also, validation, if it basically they might have been rejected by other women or other people. They might be feeling like down about themselves, so they come to you for validation. Because they're bored maybe in their life and you gave them some excitement at the time. I mean, me and him kissing was very exciting. I know it was exciting for him, so obviously I'm probably going to have been the most exciting thing in his life, probably. Yeah, maybe, like they just do feel lonely. And maybe a very, 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 very small percentage actually do miss that person. But then if he hasn't really got much of an emotional connection with me, he's not really got much to miss, has he? So it's probably one of the other reasons. It's sad. I just don't know why guys do that, It's like you had your chance with me and that was it. It's gone. Because what's the point? If he wanted anything to change, I would have to have him coming out to his parents that he likes me, his family, friends, and have proof that he actually likes an older girl, and and introducing me to them and stuff like that. So I didn't want a casual hookup, have pictures of me and him on social media together, all this type of thing. But it isn't going to happen because he just wants to meet up for secret kissing in my flat, which isn't going to happen because I told him I have guys in my flat. So yeah, it's a shame because usually the first person that you truly love is the one you love for life, but clearly he doesn't love me. He just loves my kissing, which is good. He loves my kissing and he'll never forget it. But I mean, he's probably going to be comparing all the future girls he has with me kissing him. Do you know what I mean? Which will be a bit sad for them. But, it's a shame that he didn't actually love me, because usually when guys are about 21, which he is, then when they actually love a girl at that age, they usually fall deep in love with her, and then they love that girl for the rest of their life. But hopefully I'll meet another guy that's going to be much better for me, who will, a younger Indian guy who will fall in love with me and be like, yeah, I just want to be with Sandra. I don't care what people think. I love love gap. I love age gap relationships. I watch a lot of the YouTube videos for that age gap relationships, and I love them. It would be nice if I could have a strong Indian guy one day come on this channel and say, I'm with Sandra. We do some YouTubing together. It'd be really good. I'd like that, But until I find a really strong Indian guy who's not afraid to tell his parents, like, I don't want to arrange marriage, I don't want kids, I just want to be with Sandra, she's really good for me, she's really intelligent, kind, caring, honest, loving girl, then, you know what I mean, and I choose to be with her, so please accept my wishes, until that happens, then, yeah, it's not going to happen, is it, But it's sad, isn't it? I just find it sad. I've had lots of guys who do want to hook up with me for kissing and want dates. I get it all the time. But, you know what I mean? If I block them, usually, they don't usually bother with me. Keep bothering with me. Apart from guys who actually have had some love feelings for me. You know what I mean? That's different, I think relationships and dating and finding a suitable person are really, really hard. I mean, that guy I met on Facebook dating, it's a shame. It's a real shame that he's just like secretive kissing with me, and that he can't be strong enough in himself to just say, hey, I like this older girl, and just tell his parents, family, friends, and social media. But But I guess if all he just wants to do is hook up kissing in secret, that's all he's interested in. He ain't gonna tell his family and friends, obviously. You know? But it's like, why watch all my videos? Do you know what I mean? He knows my birth certificate age as well because it's on my Facebook dating profile. You know? But, you know, I noticed that when we were walking together holding hands, there was a younger girl that was like looking at him. Ooh. But it's like, for God's sake, if you were a strong guy, which clearly he's not strong enough for me, if he was, it'd be just like, yeah, where's my girl? Who cares? You know what I mean? I'm with the dream girl. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, I think it's really sad. I don't know what to say. I just, you know, hope he has a conscience in the future and actually does care about his actions, and, you know, just like acting casually with someone like nothing's happened is just not a good way, you know. He clearly should be opening up his emotions, sharing his feelings, sharing his secrets, sharing his thoughts, and actually giving a shite about me, but he doesn't. So there's nothing more I can do about that. But, you know, I just had to get a long email out because I didn't realise I had feelings for him like the way I do. You know, it doesn't mean to say seeing him again would be right, or a relationship be right, or anything like that. It just means I didn't realise I had lots of feelings. You know what I'm like. It takes me months to get rid of feelings because I'm hyper romantic. It's really annoying. Really annoying. I just want, for me, I want to meet a really nice guy for me who really does care about me and who treats me well. Not these guys who just don't treat me well, who don't respect my time, don't respect my feelings, don't respect my emotions, who try to use me. You know, it's not nice. I don't know why these guys are like that in the world. It's just, the world's not, the world's got enough problems without having guys be like that, you know? We should be spreading love and compassion and joy and happiness to each other. And if you can't make someone happy and love someone the way they deserve to be loved, then you shouldn't even be in their life. You know? So yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle why he keeps contacting me. As far as I know, it's just because he wants to meet up for kissing. Casual kissing. But it's not I don't like kissing, it's just I don't want to be used. You know, I'm sick and tired of that life. It's not good. You know, it's really not good. And it would be difficult for me to do that again because I have feelings for him now. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't be the same. It would be difficult for me. I probably want to say love things to him, even though he's no good for me and I can't have a relationship with him. And yeah, because I just like, I don't want to be doing that with someone casually like that and getting attached to them. It's not good, you know? You know what I mean? I want to stroke a guy's hair and kiss him because I love him and vice versa. You know, it's difficult, isn't it? But I mean, I can go and kiss guys in my club and not get attached. It's a better solution for me, really. But yeah, it's really hard when they come back in your life, you know, because you try to forget about them, you try to move on from them, and they just pop back up again like a pimple. And so that's really hard, you know? And I really hope that you get good people for you or enjoy being single. I was actually getting my life together and get it back on track, and then this happens, you know? But there you go. So yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, opposites attract. I mean, it's difficult because in terms of the way he looks, I really like the way he looks. You know, in terms of aesthetics, I found him very aesthetically attractive, but I need intelligence, I need emotional connection, I need soul connection, I need sharing of feelings, emotions, and stuff like that. And, you know, and I don't want to have a guy use me, you know, until you meet someone else. It's not nice. When you're with the wrong guy, you can't be with the right guy, you know? When you're spending time, energy, and effort on someone who's not good for you, it's not going to make you feel good, you know? Anyway, I wish you the best of luck if you're being pursued by someone who's no longer got the right to be with you. I wish those people would either leave you alone or they would realise truly what they miss and be the person you wish them to be. But as we all know, wishing the person to be who you wish they were doesn't usually work out, because they can't be someone they're not. And if they're not a good person for you, they're not a good person for you. But anyway, everyone deserves to be happy, to be loved, to be cherished, adored, and feel special for who they are, to be treated with respect, kindness, caringness, to have people valuing their worth and their time and energy and effort. And yeah, I hope they do that with you. Lots of love, and I'll see you soon on the next video live stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I go live like now or post a new video. Lots of love, take care, bye.